What if the only thing standing between you and the life you dream of is how you think? What if, by shifting your mindset, you could unlock the power to overcome challenges, transform your reality, and achieve peace and clarity, no matter what the world throws at you? This idea is not just philosophical, it's practical. Ancient wisdom, from Stoicism to Taoism, has taught us one undeniable truth: your thoughts shape your world. The law of the mind is not just a mental concept, it is a profound principle that governs how we experience life, how we respond to stress, how we engage with others, and ultimately how we live. In this video, we will explore one powerful mental law that can change the course of your life, the law of the mind. This law is simple: master your thoughts, and you will master your life. The mind is the greatest tool we have at our disposal. When we learn to control it, everything else follows. Let's explore this ancient wisdom and how it can guide us to mental clarity, emotional mastery, and inner peace. If this shifted something inside you, hit subscribe. We do this every day. The law of the mind. What it means. The law of the mind states that your thoughts are the primary force that shapes your reality. Your thoughts dictate your emotions, your decisions, your actions, and how you perceive the world around you. To put it simply, the way you think is the way you live. Epictetus, one of the most influential Stoic philosophers, put it this way: we are disturbed not by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens to us. At its core, this statement explains the law of the mind. Our internal reality is governed by how we perceive and process the external world. The events, people, and circumstances around us are neutral until our mind assigns meaning to them. The power of perception. The Stoic mindset. The Stoics, philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, taught that external events are not the problem. It's how we respond to them that determines our happiness, success, and peace of mind. For the Stoics, emotional mastery starts with understanding that we have full control over our internal responses, regardless of what happens externally. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, famously wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The Stoic mindset is all about separating the things we can control, our thoughts, reactions, and actions, from the things we cannot control, external events, other people, etc. The law of the mind aligns perfectly with this thinking. If you master your internal world, you can maintain calmness, clarity, and control in the face of life's storms. This approach is liberating because it places the power back in your hands. Instead of reacting impulsively to external events, you can pause, reflect, and choose how to respond, shaping your reality through the power of your mind. At the Taoist perspective, aligning with the flow of life. On the other side of the world, Taoism offers a complementary perspective on the law of the mind. Founded by Lao Tzu, Taoism teaches that true power lies in aligning oneself with the natural flow of life, or the Tao. Taoists believe that resistance to life's natural course causes suffering, while acceptance and detachment lead to peace. In Taoism, the concept of Wu Wei, translated as effortless action or non-action, teaches that we should not struggle against the flow of life, but instead allow ourselves to move with it. This isn't about doing nothing, it's about being in tune with the natural order and letting your mind align with that flow. Taoism's approach is about mental flexibility and awareness. When you align your mind with the Tao, you can achieve peace because you are not struggling against life's challenges, but rather moving with them, accepting what comes without resistance. The mind's influence. Why it's critical to master it. Why is mastering the mind so critical? The answer lies in the power of perception. The way we perceive the world is how we experience it. If we see obstacles as insurmountable, then they will be. If we see challenges as opportunities for growth, we can find purpose and meaning in them. The law of the mind teaches that how we think shapes our emotional and physical responses to everything. Our thoughts drive our emotions, our behaviors, and ultimately, our results. Imagine a scenario where you face a difficult situation. Maybe it's a tough conversation with a friend or colleague. If you approach it with the thought, "This will go poorly, they won't understand me," your anxiety and stress will escalate. You might even approach the conversation defensively, causing conflict or misunderstanding. Now imagine approaching the same situation with the thought, I can express myself clearly and calmly. If they disagree, I will stay grounded and listen. The result? You likely approach the conversation with clarity and composure, making it more likely that the conversation will go smoothly, regardless of the outcome. This is the law of the mind in action. Our perception shapes the way we interact with the world, and by mastering our thoughts, we can shape our reality, rewiring the mind. Practical steps for mental mastery. Let's dive into how we can apply the law of the mind to our everyday lives. Here are practical steps you can take to start mastering your thoughts and emotions. 1. Awareness of your thoughts. The first step in controlling your mind is becoming aware of the thoughts you entertain. Mindfulness is key. Set aside time each day to reflect on your thoughts. Are they positive or negative? Are they helping you, or are they keeping you stuck in fear and doubt? By bringing awareness to your thoughts, you can choose which ones to entertain and which ones to let go of. 2. Reframing negative thoughts. Reframing is the art of changing the way you think about a situation. Instead of viewing a challenge as a threat, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. When faced with a setback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? This shift in perspective allows you to stay calm and focused, turning obstacles into opportunities. 3. Control your reactions. The next step is learning how to control your emotional responses. When something triggers you, take a pause, breathe. Instead of reacting impulsively, choose to respond intentionally. Ask yourself, what is the best response to this situation? How can I stay calm and focused? By taking that pause, you gain control over your emotions and decisions. 4. Embrace acceptance. Both Stoicism and Taoism teach us the importance of accepting what we cannot change. Acceptance doesn't mean passivity, it means embracing the present moment without resistance. Taoism teaches that when we stop struggling against life's natural course, we begin to flow with life. This mindset leads to mental clarity and inner peace. 5. Mindful action. Once your thoughts are clear, take action based on your highest values and priorities. Wu Wei in Taoism teaches us to act effortlessly in alignment with our inner purpose. You don't force the outcome, but instead, you take consistent action that aligns with your goals. Building a resilient, strong mind. Mastering the mind is not about suppressing emotions or avoiding challenges. It's about building resilience. A resilient mind doesn't get knocked down by stress or setbacks. It remains calm, adaptable, and focused in the face of adversity. The law of the mind teaches that by controlling our thoughts and reactions, we build inner strength. This strength allows us to weather life's storms with composure and clarity. Emotional resilience is the ultimate test of mental mastery. Conclusion: the power of mastering your mind. The law of the mind reveals that we hold the power to shape our lives through our thoughts. When we learn to control our internal world, we gain the power to control how we interact with the external world. Mental clarity, emotional mastery, and inner peace all flow from this foundational principle. Master your thoughts, master your life. By applying the wisdom of the Stoics and Taoists, you can unlock the power of your mind, transform your reality, and live with purpose. Remember, you are not a prisoner of your thoughts. You are the master of your mind. Take control, and everything else will fall into place. If this video shifted something inside you, hit subscribe. We do this every day. Comment below, what's one thing you'll do today to start mastering your thoughts?